Hey, you're here with Chris
and Ryan.
What's up?
What's happening?
So we're back because there's been so much activity on the video we posted just a few days ago, and we wanted to share some more. Most of the requests that have come in, people have said that they wish we had talked more, and so here we are. We're here to talk some more.
Yeah, give you a few more minutes. And which we've been wanting to do this, but we really didn't want to get captured into the May 21st thing. But a lot of events have happened this week around it, including, if you have not heard, a lady actually tried to, she slit the throat of her kid's neck and tried to commit suicide to avoid the rapture that is coming on Saturday. So we felt like it was very important to send out one more video. Not only that, but just because of the controversy that it's causing and how stupid it's making Christians look. So we felt, as followers of Christ, that it was important for us to voice our opinion, so that for all of you who do not like Christians and of our friends who just have questions about Christ, we can tell you how we feel. This is not something that everybody believes. This is not a Christian belief. I believe it's completely unbiblical.
Sure, and we'll show that.
And we'll show that. We'll share that with you real quick before we really get into it.
By the way, how'd you guys like our intro? We're technical now. Yeah.
We're getting fancy.
We're getting fancy.
We're going to keep it coming.
Yeah. And maybe we can even put like our names like right here, so it's almost like we're real broadcasters.
Dude, it'll be like a Hollywood production. We'll have movie producers calling us maybe one day to just shoot little TV shows.
I think so. But getting back on this subject, what's interesting is that even Howard Stern is bringing up this, May 21st, Judgment Day stuff. I heard it on his show. Or actually, I was told it was on his show because I don't listen to his show. But I was listening to our local radio station, and they were talking about it, how this guy posted, which I think is great, how he posted on Craigslist, hey, whatever you want to give away before Judgment Day, my garage is open to you. That's a pretty brilliant idea.
That's great. And if his garage doesn't hold us, I'll just bring it over to my house.
We'll give you the address at the end of the show.
TVs, cars, we're open to anything.
Whatever you'd like. Whatever
Money.
you'd like. So let's talk about a couple of different things. First off, the audiences that we'd like to talk to tonight. The first audience, and I think this is where our heart breaks, is the non-Christians or those that consider themselves not believers in Jesus whatsoever. We are so sorry. You guys are looking at this situation and saying, yeah, Christians are all crazy. They've all lost their minds. And no wonder, I don't go follow Jesus.
Yeah.
So we want to address that, and we say, first off, not all Christians believe this. Ryan and I both consider ourselves to be Christian, if you will, quote unquote, or as we like to say, followers of Jesus. And we don't believe this.
Not at all.
And Ryan's going to share a little bit about some of the scriptures that we found on why we don't believe this. And then we're going to have a different discussion here in a second. So why don't you bring up some of the stuff that you had found?
Well, the part that gets me is I noticed watching the videos that on their billboards it says the Bible guarantees that this is the day that Christ is coming back. There's no scripture. What it is he believes he's cracked numerical codes. Which,
wait, hold on. Who's cracked numerical codes? Harold Camping, this 89-year-old guy who has studied engineering and has been the manager of Family Radio, which is family radio stations, believes he's cracked some apparent biblical code, citing that his numeric date falls on May 21st, 2011, for Judgment Day. Which, by the way, hey, I think this was really cool. That means from this very second, we have 2 days, 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 4 seconds until it actually happens. So, I don't know.
My question is this: Miami Heat.
Yeah.
How's the championship gonna take place? If the Rapture's coming, is it just by default? Maybe Miami Heat's doing the best in the playoffs, so they're gonna be the champions for eternity.
You know, if I had my choice, that would be the case. Yeah. That would be.
Think about this.
If it's Judgment Day, God will judge, and you know God always sides with Miami.
Yeah. And Hangover 2 comes out, hits theaters Friday, and you know by Friday night, Saturday morning, it's going to be the #1 movie in America. So will that make it the #1 movie of all time for eternity?
Wow.
Just some questions I ask myself.
You know, Ryan, you're more brilliant than I thought.
That's the little mind, how my mind works.
There. Yeah.
But one thing also to mention about this guy is that he predicted this before, September of 1994.
Oh, yeah. Did you get, let's say that again. Let's post it up here.
Yeah.
The same guy predicted the end of the world when?
September of 1994.
Interesting. Okay, all right. Now that we reflected on that for a second. So, you've got some interesting things to share with us.
Yes, the Bible. The Bible, here it is right here. Using the New International Version.
Right.
So let's go to the Bible.
And listen, we're not doing this to bore you at all. That's not our... We're not pastors or preachers or whatever. We're here just to tell you what it says. These people say they're Christians, which means to be like Christ. So let's see what Jesus has to say actually about these events. So Ryan, what did you find?
All right, this is what I found. Because he says the Bible guarantees that the day is going to happen on May 21st. So I wanted to see that for myself.
Sure. That's a good thing to make sure of.
Going to Scripture, I wanted to point out a few verses that talks about the end or the rapture or whatever you want to call it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 36 says, get this, you ready? No one knows about the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son.
Hold on. Jesus is saying this?
This is red letters right here, people. This isn't your black letters.
So Jesus is saying
black letters, red letters, which is interpreted as the words of Jesus. Again, man's letters. Words of Jesus.
Okay, well that's a go. So Jesus is saying this where? Matthew what?
Matthew chapter 24, verse 36.
All right.
Again, no one knows the day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father.
Well, the Son being Jesus and the Father being God.
The Father being God. And then if you go to, looks like verse 44 here, it says, so you must be ready because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Some translations say like a thief in the night.
So wait a second. There's absolutely no way whatsoever that someone could calculate this based on what Jesus said.
No, but he also said that people would. Now,
wait a second. Jesus said that people would do this.
That people would say that the time was coming.
Tell me.
This is where he says it. Luke chapter 21, verse 8, in the New International Version says, he replied to his disciples and said,